earlier in the season when you saw the Gophers, you guys matched up really well with them. That was a super tight series that probably could have gone either way. As you look at how far your team, we'll talk about your team. So you look how far your team has come since then. Where do you feel they've improved the greatest that's going to help you this weekend against Minnesota?
Yeah, we've watched some of that film from our series in early October, and I think we've grown so much in so many areas, but in particular our depth and our defensive responsibility. I think we were scoring goals back then. We're still scoring goals. I think our defensive unit has really started to gel. And that's really important at this time of year. And I think our responsibility from our forwards, coming back hard, picking up the extra man, back checking hard, playing good two-way hockey has really come along.
It's not just the defensive group that's improved defensively. It's a team-wide thing.
Yeah.
That's improved in that area, right?
Yep, and we've highlighted, people like Gabby, who I think is tremendous in the D zone physically. We talk about our centers being third defensemen in our D zone, and that's one thing, but it is really, open ice. Gophers are really fast and skilled, and if they get time and space in open ice, they can make plays. So we want to eliminate those options as best as we can.
You mentioned Gabby, one of the top offensive threats, but is she also one of your better defenders?
Yeah, I think that's hugely important at this level to be able to play a 200-foot game. So to be a first-line center in our program, it's required of you to be a good center, because yes, you can score goals, but you're going to be spending a lot of time in the D zone as well against opponents' best lines, and we see some of the best in the country. So to have that confidence in that line as a whole and others in the D zone is really important.
Have you seen Ashton grow? We're seeing great numbers from her offensively,
Yeah.
obviously, but as a defenseman, how have you seen her grow since maybe the last time you guys saw the Gophers, and she was still wading into her change?
Yeah, she skyrocketed. Last weekend, she was by far, I would say, the best player on the ice. Just really benefited from that big ice, lots of time and space to make plays, to get up ice. I think she has a lot of confidence with the puck and making decisions in the O zone, and in the D zone, in the defensive play, she's one of our most steady, consistent, reliable defenders now too, which is a real boon, obviously, to our defensive core.
Would you say, two of your best offensive threats, Ashton and Gabby, are they also two of your best defensive players as well?
Yep.
What does that say when your best offensive players are the best defensive players? Is that how much of that offense is maybe coming from what they're doing on their defensive play?
Right. The better our sticks are, the tighter our gaps are, the more physical we can be in the D zone to turn over pucks. It allows us to get up ice, and Ashton can skate with the best of them, so she can jump into plays, and Gabby's one of the most creative forces offensively, so she has great instincts on when to go.
Have you watched any video of Minnesota, Wisconsin?
Yes.
What did you think of that?
What did I think of the games?
Yeah.
Great games. A lot of pace. I think, that third period on Friday night for the Gophers, that was a great response to, I think they were down 3-0 at the time, and coming back, I think, one of their strengths is their entry plays. They work on those a lot, you can tell, and they put a ton of pressure on the Wisconsin D. I think where Wisconsin was able to expose the Gophers was maybe, out of the corners. That game-winning goal on Friday night was a beauty. I'm sure they're going to be working on those plays this week.
Sure, that comes through.
Is there anything that you can see you can do to maybe defuse the Gophers? Or
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
yeah, definitely. Just like us, they like to get up and down the ice quickly and with the puck. They're a good puck possession team with a lot of speed and a lot of skill. So the more we can muck it up and make it difficult for them through open ice, like in the neutral zone, and good gaps on entry, that'll help us get the puck back and be able to go the other way. And I think offensively down low, we have a great group of forwards that like to be physical in the corners, cycle plays, get at the net. I think some of our best creativity came last Saturday against St. Cloud, and we want to continue to build off of that. I think we're tough to play, in the O zone, and we're tough to play in the D zone. So we're coming along.
Well, no question. Individually, you've got great talent.
Yeah.
Those players getting the first goal would be nice.
Yep, that always would be good. We got a bunch of goals last weekend. 3D scored on Saturday. Lizzie's first, Skinner's second. Taylor Anderson has been popping the puck in past 2 weekends. So the more that we can spread it out, the more dynamic our team will be.
I remember Gabby had an especially just fun to watch at Minnesota games.
Yeah.
I mean, is it especially fun to see, them get so hyped and then go out and do that against Minnesota?
Yeah, it's awesome. This rivalry for us is huge. Our kids love to play down in Minneapolis. A lot of families, old teammates, old coaches come to watch us. So there's extra motivation. I don't necessarily have to hype them up too much for this series. So it's fun. And then when you see them perform, that's the best. I think that's what you're looking for is your competitive athletes who you see day in and day out go out there against the best and show them what we got. And I think we have a lot, and hope to see more of that this weekend.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Maura.
Thanks, guys.